Travel to Emerald Stair. Oh, this is the exit. Okay, let me check this map here. So I entered right here. Got in a full circle, essentially.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these drops. Look at this. It's your city. Dreams were just laying waste to our home.
Discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now.
Hello.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The dream scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Sorry to interrupt. Looking to
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure he didn't come all this way just to
power has no
challenge your
limits,
authority.
nobody.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust Animancy as his father did.
That the Animancers love to hold experiment.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with Animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
This a little extreme.
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest Animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Gianta is an outcast.
It's a bit too soon to tell.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverna. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Alright.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Oh, well, I think she just joined our party. I think that's the idea we got here. But looks like she got herself banished from this town as well, which is unfortunate. It's her home.
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
I've got a powerful feeling we weren't supposed to see this.
No darkness, only color.
Oh. Well, I got the bedroom key. Oh, there's the chest. Ooh, a breastplate. Unique. Nice. Oh, actually looks cool. Why do they want to discredit him so much? Interesting.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Jat is a spirited Animancer, but she can be intolerable at times. Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fior Mesiverno. I believe the nature of the living lands is unpredictable, and Animancy is our best chance at getting it under control. But what Giatta wishes to do is more dangerous by far than what she's trying to solve. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him. He was loyal to my father, but never to me. And he knows how to rally others to his side.
This Nimdude wouldn't see a Balrog coming if it did a little dance right in front of him.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run. I knew I heard someone snooping about. And you have the gall to confront me like a common criminal. This conversation is over. That is not a topic for discussion. I'll hear no more of this. You go about your business, and I'll go about mine.
We should...
Try not to involve yourself in our fate.
Alright. Mama got Dream Scourge, and he's denying Dream Scourge is even in the Emerald Stairs, huh?
Found the machine. Excuse me, but I'm that busy.
I have to do something. Ah, Envoy. I'm sorry. I'm not in a place to talk right now. I'm not concerned with that. Not now. Yesterday, I made an incredible discovery. We can use half as much Adra to achieve the same results.
Oh.
And then I thought, what if one day it's a third, a quarter, a speck? With no consequences, our ambitions will run unchecked. It's too much power. Who knows what kind of chaos we'll create? I have been reading Athelmir's treatise on Vodka. Perhaps she's right. Maybe Animancy should be reined in. How can I? All right. I'll do some more tests and see where they lead me. But I won't publish anything until I'm absolutely sure.
This window is cool.
The Adra is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giatta.
Have you ever stopped and listened? She might be a person.
I'm sure her mother and father were onto something, and look what happened to them.
The Moons of Aurora. There's so much lore in this game, but I just can't stop and read every single bit of it. So I like to try to skim through it and pause enough for you guys to read through it. Like, I can't read all this stuff. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait until a YouTuber makes a lore video on this game and watch that.
What do you think of Giata's theory?
Well, my experiment. Have been a little
unpredictable. Like the essence has no sense of direction.
How did you know?
Vision. Not here.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him, sir?
Well, my first idea was to mess up this house. Or maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I want it all.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an Animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an Animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. In a way, I do. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Yarin envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of Animancers.
I worked with Animancers before, from a safe distance.
It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Indeed. Some of my colleagues would fight me for the opportunity to study you. I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Messiverno. Forever.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be all right. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare a squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the Animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord.
I think I met all those people already.
Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. I'd rather not speculate until we have more data. If you have questions, I'm sure the others can answer them.
Okay.
We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter.
You
I
ever
want to get
think-
extra rations next time we go shopping.
Hurry along, boy. Research assistant. Who knew?
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. More than most, but less than I would like. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. Yes, her theory of the dream scourge, I'm quite familiar. What I need is a stronger power source. Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
All right.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
Sure. Retrieve the Adragon heart. So it's all over there. Two people we gotta talk to over here by the farms and by the docks. So we're gonna go do that first. Maybe they'll give us missions around the map as well, or maybe it'd just be simple as just talking to them. Don't know. Then we'll work our way around the map and do missions as we go and whatnot. Yep, I remember these two.
Did you? Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
Yeah.
Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
It's just that we've never met a godlike before. This is a big day for us.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research.
Of course.
Deal?
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life?
Oh.
Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us? So, you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone? Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Oh, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Precisely. A godlike and a scholar, too. Incredible.
Indeed. Just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge.
Not that we'd ever be interested in such research, of course. How droll. An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable Animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Oh.
Right, and with a little fresh soccer, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now
no.
that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell.
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
All right, now let's go talk to one of the first people we talked to when we got here.
Emerald Stair has seen better days. With any luck, the turning of the seasons will favor us. Giada Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? That's our governor for you. Self-righteous even in his own ignorance. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
You already dealt with
You
him.
did? That was quick. Poor Silvo. He was a bright young Revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace. I'll be fine. I've lost so many Revenants over the years, and I'm always such a wreck afterward. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen. Quite right. A broken clock is right twice a day, after all. Adra is a conduit for essence. So maybe you'll find a connection between the essence and the dream scourge. Like the rings of a tree. A very old Adra pillar could remember its last brush with the dream scourge. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say. Seems a little far-fetched. Then again, what isn't these days? You're a godlike, so anything is possible. Perhaps your nature will grant you more answers. Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giat are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Oh, all right. And thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
Alright, so we have found some information, but now we need to go get that heart. So the heart's all the way over here. My plan is to go start from here. Okay. Locate the gravesite of the southeast coast. I'm going to do that first. Oh, there's a gravesite here, and then where's the other gravesite? Up here. Alright, so we're going to start with this gravesite, then we're going to head up this way. Then I think we're going to head up this way, then we'll go do this mission. Then we'll head out here and do these missions, head this way, then we'll be back at town. It's going to be a long while, but we got to get these missions done anyway, so may as well get to it, right? There's plenty of stuff that I can explore around on, but I don't want to do that. Go right to the mission.
Right behind you.
Everyone okay?
This guy only had a lockpick on. Oh, I missed.
That's all of them.
Yeah, I was trying not to get caught there, but I think that's the first time I killed one of these. Who are you fighting? Oh, there we go. Earth Blight Minion. I have no idea what I just did.
Next one's mine.
Seems like a waste to me. It means something to them.
Alright. Build the Earth Blights. Hopefully we run into a camp on the way there. That'd be kind of convenient. Gotta upgrade my shit. I don't feel like traveling backwards.
Unseen, unknown. This must be near the spot that cartographer mentioned.
Watch yourself.
Oh, we got purple enemies. Something's healing. Ah! Holy shit, I can't kill it fast enough. This stupid beetle's on my asshole. Oh, I jumped instead of dodging. Fucking hell. Who's still attacking me? Oh, this beetle keeps burrowing downwards, that's why. You're wondering where the fuck it goes. I just got poisoned, didn't I? It's doable. It's doable. But my goodness, we need better gear. Well, can't interact with that. Yeah, we're gonna need some better gear, my guys. Also, this is where the guy went missing. Oh, it's further in. So it's around this area. I don't know if they want me to go around this way. I don't think I can go around this way. I'm assuming it's gonna be like, yeah, there's like scaffolding out there and shit. So it must be some way. But at least that mission kind of triggered for me by going in there. Yeah, I must have to go like around this way, like it's like a connection here and whatnot. So yeah, just going to keep heading this way, and hopefully we can circle back to it. Again, I need a fucking... These things are only level 2. Whoa, why is that fucking thing so big? I just got a fucking... I just got a fucking achievement notification from Steam. And it was like half the screen. Is my game not playing at... No, it's playing at the rate. Hold up. Steam all fucked up. I don't know. It was like super big. Like my game's playing at the right resolution. Following the shade.
Something's not right here.
Yeah, you're telling me. What's grenades on? I don't think I've used grenades once in this game. Where are you guys fighting? Use those grenades to my advantage.
Another glorious battle.
Go, we got the piece that we need to hand in. Oh, we got some like blue stuff here as well. Very rarely do we find like fine stuff on the ground. Usually just common. Maybe because it's this area. Never know. I think I leveled up as well, so let's go check that out. Character. Maximum stamina, maximum essence, critical hit, attack speed, maximum health, damage. I want some more stamina. Alright. I could increase my health by just doing this as well, so it's not that big of a deal. We're level 10 now. Power jump, crouch. This is passive. Crouch while in the air to slam on the ground. Oh shit. Build to destroy. Destroying things restores small amounts of health and essence, while excess is converted to regen. Powerful melee attacks can break destructible walls. This is just a one level, straight up. It's been unlocked over here. Oh, this is melee weapons block arrows or similar projectiles when parrying. We need this one first. A lot of these are just passive. Your slide through enemies and knocks them down at the cost of 20 essence. Increase your equip speed by 50%. Power attacks of the wand explode impact. Power attacks of the wand bounce off enemies. Increase damage dealt by wands. When essence is depleted, you may continue casting by reducing your health by 150% of the essence cost. The essence fragments drop by defeated enemies, restore 2 times as much essence. Unlock level 5 Grimoire. I haven't been using Grimoire, so I haven't been unlocking this stuff. What do I want? Loki want this. I was thinking about going into like here. Like, this is a passive, right? So like I could just jump and crouch. This. Oh yeah. That'll come in handy. And there's a little cooldown there. Nice.